Here we are back on Haut-Beyleron for episode 9, and yeah, we have made some money. As you can see, we've done several contracts, and what I'm going to do now is show you exactly what we have done. And yes, see, we've done several contracts, and that has net us a pretty profit. We're currently sitting on 116 grand. And yeah, so what we've done is bought some wheat for our chickens because they're going to run out. Also, we're going to talk if we look at our farm area, you can see that white stuff? Yeah, that is ice for some reason. And we have been struggling extensively in that, and don't quite know what's going on there. Oh, bit of a wobbly steering there. So yeah, we're going to go to the farm. Oh, okay, that was a bit of a scary moment there. But yeah, sort of. At first I thought in the last episode perhaps there was a bit of frost left over in that. Perhaps it needed to melt, but no, see, that is white. That is ice. So if you look at the tyres at the moment, they're all good, as you expect. However, as soon as we turn on to our property, oof, see that sort of white stuff spitting up from the ground? Yep, see, that's ice. And if we, I don't know, decide to brake roundabout now, perhaps we're not having enough speed, but we have been struggling with traction. We've been struggling to slow it down in pretty much in every way you can think of. And I don't know why. And why is that being thrown away? It's not just on the farmyard, it's in the fields as well. But actually no, it's not in the fields, it's between the fields where we're having issues. So yep, see, we're all good here. Now, as soon as we go onto the back of the path, yeah, just, I don't know what's going on there. I knew, who was it, Dagwin, he has some issues with, sort of frost and that, so I think how he resolved it is something you can redo on the PC and not on console. What about if we turn snow off? Perhaps we have to wait till another day for that to work, but anywho, our chickens are topped up, and we got some silage bells that hopefully are ready to transfer, and we'll put the time back up to ×5. Oh, no way out working. Bear with me a moment, folks. Side panel wasn't properly connected, but yeah, so it should be fine now. There we go. Put back up to ×5. And yes, this episode is pretty much mainly going to be bales and grapes, because we're going to do grapes, folks. I thought what we could do with the money, we could get another field. We could get field 39, that's got barley in it. What's the fertilising state like? It's been fully fertilised. Actually, do we have any contracts? We've got one, we accept that one. And we'll just do the contracts willingly and whenever. And also, I'm thinking about getting rid of this hayloft. Yeah, we don't really need it. The loader wagon, I don't think we're going to need it. Same with the bunker silo. I suppose I don't think we're going to need it. In reality, no. Perhaps what we could do with some of the money is get another greenhouse, because the lettuce, man, that has been making us a lot of money. Or if we can get more chickens, because at the moment we've made a lot of money from those chickens. And we've nearly got another pallet. Yes, we're doing 1 day months, but still making a lot of money from that. And that's what we did also in between the episodes, was sell lettuces, sell the eggs. I think last time we sold this morning, we got about £5 from it, so obviously I'm not going to do anything too drastic. We're going to get rid of the hayloft. And what we'll do is we'll put another shed in. We don't really need it, but I think go to your sheds. Obviously got different sizes, that's way too big. How about this one here? What's 176 grand? What's about the cheap ones? What's the little inky dinky one there? Easy sheds? Oh, that's the same one we've got. How much is that? 10 grand? Could do something like that, a lot, way bigger. Perhaps if we, say, position it like that. Perhaps. Actually, you know what? I think, yeah. Doesn't help with obviously this build mode in FS22. Landscaping that, okay. It's not as good as FS19, I don't think. So if we have it there, that's going to be on the side of the road. That does limit our entrance and exit, so unless we flip it, move it as close to the field here, I suppose I am not worried about blocking this path here, well not that path, this path here to the road. Worst case scenario, we'll just put another path in, because technically we got rid of one path up here when we put silo in. Actually no, did we, or I can't recall did we put the silo in or not. But yeah, certainly with the chicken pens. Yeah, that's like a nice little dirt path. And perhaps we could do a bit of playing with land texture in landscape and put some dirt paths in. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of that shed, that what we've got, make a couple of grand from that, and then put the big shed in. Perhaps I'm going to have to get the front loader and move some of these bells out of the way. Hopefully bits like this grass here doesn't really affect on where we're going to place stuff. It's also like the loading wagon. We don't need that. I have been thinking about it like last couple of episodes. Obviously at the time of me recording this, episode 6 has just gone out or about to go out. Not episode 6, episode 7, sorry, and this is episode 9. And yeah, I just don't think we need it. Perhaps we can make some money from this. How much could we get at the moment? Because grape vines are going to cost us about 12 grand per strip where I want to put it. So if we go to our vehicle section, go to what we own. Actually we'll have a look at the used dealership in a moment. Yeah, we get 20 grand from this, plus 20% at the shop area, so that could get us another 1.5 vines off grapes. So what about what we've got in the used market? Still got the little agroliner. Ooh, got the case built in at 475. We do need a cultivator though, that's another thing we do need. Or I could do with a forage harvester, but if it's one of the cheaper ones perhaps we would have gone for it. I do need a liquid fertilizer spreader. No, not really, I don't think. Our dry one does it perfectly fine, so yeah. Let's go ahead and move some of this out of the way. I won't tell anything yet, apart from the shed. Let's go and put that shed in. At all. Yeah, for some reason it will not let me place it, even though there was no collisions, like no reasonable form of collisions. It wasn't blocking anything, it wasn't going onto the road, but yeah, it just wouldn't let me place it, so I've just gone and stick another one of these sheds out. So now we can start getting some of this stuff into storage, couldn't we? So obviously we don't need vast space. Also, I think I actually need like one of these little slots here because of the Chrome Big M. That's going to take up a slot, and the mainer as well. So let's go and start putting some in storage. But yeah, as we'll see, where that sort of back wheel sort of locks up and skid stuck on the yards, or skid across the yards. Now that's a real for me, that is. Hopefully it should be fixed soon. I have just reported this to Giants, and I know they're aware of many issues which have or will be fixed in the upcoming update. At the time of recording this, it is the 6th of December, so and this episode may be going out on the 7th or 8th, depending on how things do. So yeah, never know, tomorrow or later on today an update may come out, because I'm recording this early on Monday morning here in the UK, so who knows. But anywho, so we'll go and deal with some stuff. No. Sure, we can go ahead and sell. Sorry, anything else around the yard we can sell? I'm keeping the bunker side for now. Yeah, I want to keep it for now because we may use it later on if we decide to go away from side bells. But as far as with the setup we've got at the moment, I don't see that being much of an issue. But anywho, let's go and reverse this, put you away. Yeah, we're back on ×5, let's just double checking there for the moment. And yeah, we'll put some grapevines in. I think, because we've got 137 grand, we could put about 10 down. Obviously we'll need the mulcher, we'll need the harvester, so... And again, I've watched Agron's Let's Play on this, and I've learned from, not so much his mistakes, but more so got knowledge. That's the thing, because grape harvesting is a new thing on FS22, so is olive, so it's just about learning, and luckily I was able to learn from someone else. And did you see that, folks? That chicken walked through the wall. Man, I don't know why we're feeding these chickens. Apparently it's supposed to be wheat, but yeah, they are going through the walls here. Very weird, folks. Yep, anywho, we'll hop over here. We'll go to here. We'll dump you off here for now. We've got the seeder back after we've done that seed contract. I got sweet. Thank you. We'll take these contracts. Is it cheating? Yeah. Depends on what you call it. Obviously, that's how you get unlimited contracts. Well, not unlimited. There's always a limit. A constant refresh potentially of contracts, depending on what you do. Obviously, on the PC, I think there's a mod out already. You can refresh contracts. If not, there's one in testing. So, of course, seeing one like refresh mods on not refresh mods, refresh contracts in the testing list the other day, last week. So, but yeah, on console, all you have to do is save, leave, and then rejoin. Or if you've got a bunch of contracts you don't want, accept them, fail them, and then just loop back in. And yeah, did a video on this on FS19. I may do a little short video about this also on FS22 for people who are new. But yeah, that's some of my little tip and tricks for you if you want to get good contracts, and well, not so much good contracts, but more frequent contracts. As well, I'll show you folks I'm not cheating at contracts. We've done 41 contracts. Terms with income, obviously we had to do a couple of tricks here and there. Where's the finances? Like with the whole 10 grand that we got from the, what was it? The solar plant contract. Obviously I had to put money in myself. So yeah, if you look at our contracts income there, 62 grand we've earned today, 50 grand earned last month, or 51 grand nearly. Work wages, not too bad because we haven't been using them much. Obviously our biggest expenses was mainly seeds, fertilizer as per usual. With these contracts, that's what, another 23.4 grand, or 23.4 grand, what I'm trying to say. Along with what I'm going to get from selling this. Yeah, we're selling the big backhander because we don't need it anymore. We can use the pallet forks. And does repair it make a difference? Well, overall we need £1 on that, but So yeah, now we're on 160 grand. So I think it's time to put some grapes in, don't you think, folks? So we'll go to build mode, and on the PlayStation, the little trick is press L1 and touch on, well, press on the touchpad, and then you're in build mode. But you can sort of see like that white like frost outside the little rendering circle that we've got here, and yeah, it's annoying. But I'm not going to really talk about that much more. Yeah, so grass. Of course, this is all growing, so I'm thinking we put some grass. Where should we put it up across here? I think because we've got more of a space in that. I think we could put it here right next to the chicken pens. It actually might look quite well. Got a bit of a leeway to turn around, potentially. Obviously got a bit of bits that we haven't seeded, so what we'll do, we'll go to productions, go to orchards, we could do olives. So yeah, we'll go to here. Lies with another eyes. What are you talking about? Are you hearing that bell? Yeah, it's hitting the bell. So I think, well, folks, we'll do that in a moment. Let's actually go and get these bells loaded up onto the trailer. And actually, where is the trailer to, I wonder? Because I don't think they're quite fermented yet, but we could take them to the sell point ready. Or at least on the trailer ready. On trailer, where are you to? Front loaders there, we've got partial of a honey pallet. Bells, bell wrapper. Where have I put that to? It's not in the garage. Actually, I do not know where I put it to. Then we're going to find out in a sec, folks. It's back at the farm shop area. And just with selling our lettuce and honey and that, eggs, I think we make something every 2 months, every 3 months, I think, at the moment, especially during spring and summer, because prices are just going to go down and down and down and peak in the winter months. So yes, that would make sense of just storing it and selling it in the winter, but as we learned in the last winter with a certain amount of strawberries, that's not really ideal. Also, if we get a bigger trailer than this, get the legal trailer if that ever pops up, then that would be an absolute dream for us. Come on, speed up. Yes, ouch. Just checking the map there a sec. But yeah, beautiful scenery in that. Put in the cake, come down here. That's another thing I like with FS22, it's like the AI traffic, they actually do the local speed limits. Like, I'm saying that car is perhaps doing 45, 50 miles an hour. Well, I say more 50. Yes, if there's a UK road, perhaps it'll be more of like a 40, depending on a couple of things and that. But yeah, 40 to 60, not too bad. Unlike with FS19, where they're doing like 20 to 25 miles an hour through everywhere, including like the motorways and highways. But yeah, that's just me little noticing some all the glitches and bugs we're currently facing, which is only a temporary issue. And remember, the game has only been out for what, 3 weeks now? Expect there to be bugs, expect there to be glitches. Name a game that hasn't had any bugs on day 1 of release. That's the thing, I don't think you really can, so that's what we'll do. We'll place this over here, we'll get the bells stacked up. So what was it, we did 14 bells I think? Or 11 bells, I can't remember what we did. We'll go over that in a moment, so yeah. Hop out of here, but you can see that we've got like snow, ice texture on the tyres. Yeah. So we'll hop into you. Shadow weight, yeah, I think we will go ahead and buy weight. Nope, nothing's popped up in the used dealership. So go to tools. Oh no, that's something like that. That the Figo DTS 59 I would love to have, but could buy it now, but I'd rather get it used second hand, you know, folks. So I think 1100 would do. What colour? White, grey. Let's go with a nice jet black. Oh, let's go back up and get. So yeah, folks, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get this picked up, get the front loader hooked up, and then let's go and do some bathing. Load the bells up, and then we'll go perhaps cement it. But yeah, wherever it's going to be, we will come back in a moment, and yeah, we'll just go from there, folks. So alrighty folks, we've done all the bell stacking, and to be honest, wasn't that bad of a job. Let's fast forward time a bit till just gone 2. We're going to go to the biogas plant and sell. Currently the price is 607 per 1,000 litres, so we should get about what, 28-30 grand from this, and if we hit the 190 mark, that'd be very good. Then we can sell this short bell. Not going to get much from it. I think we're going to get about a grand, I think, from it, but better than nothing. So we're going to go over here. Oof. Oh, that's very tippy toppy there. Let's see how fat we are. So let's do an after and before. So we're currently weighing at 18.6 tons. Now let's get rid of these sludge bells and see where we stand after that. I think we could just go ahead and drive over here. Yep. Oh, that's 13 grand we've made. That's a barrier we've hit. So let's go and reverse. Oh yes, look at that, 193. So how much that we've made, I can't recall. Let's go to the finances tab. That's not a half bad price, all things considering. Next, we're going to go just around the corner up to Livestock Market, get rid of the straw bale, because we don't need it. We're not going to do pigs or cows anytime soon, I don't think, personally. I think, to be honest, our next animals would be sheep. Even though with the money we've got, we could go get another chicken pen. So I do think it will sort of profit itself. Obviously, we need to buy more wheat in that, of course. But I think overall, yeah. Because I know the vines at the moment are about 30 grand per strip, so we can get, what's that? About 15 or so, no, not 15, about 14 vine strips across the fields if we want to go down that route. But then, of course, I don't want to get rid of the grass field. Bit of a dilemma there, so we'll get back to the farm and let's just see what we could do there. So, yeah, the ground I thought was going to make all helps the cause, folks. So yeah, let's go back to the farm and then let's go and plan our next route. Here we are on our icy farm. But yeah, just this whole siege thing, it just loves to skid. And do we have another full pallet of honey? Nope, we do not. Not quite yet. What about our chickens? How are they doing? We've got one full pallet and a bit. So what we're going to do, I'm going to store this pallet over here of eggs. I'll just go and boot you over there. And in terms of eggs, best time to sell them now is we're in April. So they should go up quite more in May and June, but I think if we hold on to our eggs and we sell them in July perhaps. And to be honest, actually, what I think we will go and get another chicken pen, folks. If we can fit one. Oh, really, this should. Yeah, I haven't really planned that quite well. Let's go and get another chicken pen. Can we fit another one here, please? So I was going to say, nope. Ah, bugger. That really sucks. Now, don't take out the grass field because we could do with some silage. Do you know what? I may just do that actually. That looks quite nice. Especially if you do it over here and covers that mess we've done. Like that. Yeah, that looks quite well. So now we've got more chickens. And I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. This is going to be a long-term investment. So again, we'll buy some more chicks. And I think we're not going to worry about breeding and such. We'll just go and just go full shebang. There we go. If we need money, we can do contracts. Oh, we've got some. Wow, we got a lot of fertilizing contracts. So we're going to get those perhaps done off camera and that. Again, what I'll do is I'll show screenshots. I'm not going to do the whole unlimited like swapping. I'm just going to do these 4, and any more naturally pops up without having to leave, rejoin, leave, rejoin, leave, rejoin. So yeah, that's that. Let's go get some feed into them. Let's go to. So what? I will buy a bunch more of wheat. Let's get 2 loads. Also, I did say we was going to do grapes and that, but we will still do grapes. And also, oh dang it, I forgot. We're in April. Let's look at the crop growth or crop window. It's going to be last day to do oats, potato, sugar beet, sugar cane, sunflower. Do I want to do either of those? Not necessary. I want to do corn. Harvest that in November. Perhaps we get some silage from that, possibly. That'd be a good winter crop. So we do need at least one winter crop, I think, personally. I think, to be honest, like in the long run, I think if we have like one big barley field and one, I don't know, corn, these are really profitable. Yes, we're going to have to sell them in July. Actually, speaking of which, we do have some soybeans here, don't we, folks? Aha, yes we do. 3,200 at... I think that's what we're going to do, folks. We'll go and sell soybeans now. And then we'll go and get some grapes in. Because yeah, this is going to be really good, I think, folks. Let's go and put some grapes vines in first of all. There's orchards, grapes. Where can we place them to? Will we place them there? No, that's going to collide, I think. Oh, that's good. We'll get as closest to... That's too close. How about there, between these shrubs here? Is that good? Yeah. And if we split the grass field up, then that's fine. What are we hitting? Don't say it's this bit here we're hitting. No, it's the chicken pen. How are we hitting that? That is a bit baffling. Why don't we just go over here, I think. No, I really want it over here because I also have a nice big... Yeah, let's just do this. Also, we need all the equipment and that to maintain it. Just try to keep this as straight as possible. Let's go as close as we can so when we mulch it, we have to do one pass. There we go, keep it nice and straight. I'll say keep it nice and straight, and that is clearly the opposite of that. So yeah, we'll get a couple of vines in, I think. Come on. Here's something like that. I think, should we go closer to the fence? No, I think we'll keep the symmetry of the vines. I think, personally. But yeah, this is going to be really good, folks. Don't know what in this field. Is that barley or wheat? If so, I don't know what happened there, folks, to be honest. There we go. There we go. Not perfectly straight, I know. Get a couple more of these down. So yeah, what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to quickly get this done, and then I'll bring you folks back once I am done here. And we go and start selling the grapes. Not grapes, sell the soybeans. So we've got soybeans, and we've released a cultivator. It's 250 horsepower requirement. The class is only 205. I think we should be able to be fine with that. The wheat that we had inside about 4,600 litres, that has gone and put into the new chicken pen. And if you look at our animals, so yeah, they all got good amounts of food. Obviously I'm not focusing on breeding, I'm just focusing on egg production. Perhaps we can have a third chicken pen at some point just for breeding, and putting the roosters in that perhaps, and transferring the female chickens that produce the eggs to the bigger pens, but that's going to be further down the line. But chickens is the best way, I think personally, to make profit on animals. I think horses also can make a considerable amount of profit, because I know on FS Lighting all we had to do was walk them 5 minutes a day, real time, and I always had a little trick of where just get walking slowly whilst I was doing things like editing, making a cup of tea or a coffee, or make myself some dinner or tea, or something like that. So something just to do in between, and yeah, So I know like horse on FS19 costed, I think something like 7 grand per horse, but then eventually are worth like 25, 30 grand, so if you did that constantly, perhaps, yeah, good little profit there. So now we're going to wait for the train to come. And the trick we're going to do here is wait for it till it comes, then we'll go and rent it. Here are the ding ding dings, but there's no train. Where can we rent a train to? Oh, here. So yeah, we're gonna wait for the train. Actually, we'll leave on, so I think. Yeah, we'll wait for the train to come, and then we'll go from there, folks. So we're just gonna quickly actually put the chicken feed in because for some reason I didn't fill up the silo, and we had what? Yeah, 5,000 litres still left in the main silo. How I did not notice that, I actually have no idea. So what I'm going to do is top up these chicken pens, put the rest of the wheat into the silo, grab the rest of the soybeans, and then we'll go from there. And I think to round off the episode, actually put it back on the time slot because the train has just arrived, is we'll do the cultivation and perhaps the seeding, unless we do that in the next episode. At least start the cultivation perhaps, then yeah, I'll go from there. So let's go dump this in. Hopefully we should have enough wheat. I don't think that little strip of wheat is going to last us a while. Actually, that feels to be cultivated. That we can see that field. Why haven't I done anything on that? I do not know. Unless we use that field for soybeans, perhaps. Because I'm thinking if we do soybeans, perhaps corn, then once this is all done, this could be wheat, barley, or sorghum. Unless we can earn enough money for. When is it the planting for sorghum and all that? Sorghum planting window is actually now. For wheat, barley, and that, it's September. Could we earn 100 grand if we get lucky with the contracts, perhaps? Yeah, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Let's plant some wheat in September, not September, August. Yeah, September and October, what I'm trying to say, folks. Then that will set us very well for next year, and we're getting new fields before that. If so, what fields? I'm thinking, how much is that field? Ouch. Ooh, that's a lot. 276. If we can get 37, that'd be lovely. But yeah, let's put this into the silo quickly, folks. Oh, sorry, the railway silo, whatever. And let's go ahead and sell the rest of the soybeans. So yeah, here we are, folks. We are going to sell our soybeans here, and don't know why it's all glitchy McGuinness. Yeah, just look at that, all glitching. But yeah, we're going to sell soybeans. We should make about 40 grand, I think. If we can get 40 grand, that'd be absolutely lovely. That could be a few more grapevines for us. And actually, I think I will round off the episode after we've done all this. And then next episode will be sort of like April, rest of April and May. See how much we're going to get from here. But yeah, so we'll do the cultivation. Oh, what's going on here? Why did I get booted from the train? What's going on here? What's going on here? Come on, where's my crop to? Don't say he's got rid of my soybeans. 1.5k, 1.6. I've always gone backwards. I've never had any issues of it. What's the market price at the moment? Yeah, it's gone. Wait a minute, why has she still got soybeans in the silo? There was 27,000 litres in there, and yeah, so don't know quite what's. Let's try to sort this out for a moment, folks, and I'll come back because don't say worst case scenario. I will add money in to roughly reflect on how much we should have gotten from that. So yeah, I'll be back in a moment, folks. But yeah, that is very unusual. So here we are, folks, and the train is coming. Hopefully it stops this time because it passed once and it didn't stop, so hopefully this time it stops. Here comes the train, chugging along the way. Is it going to stop? Gonna hop in. And train just goes past, so I think I've broken the game, folks, because also whilst this was going on, I decided to do Field 42, the fertilising contract. I know. Why is that over here? So if we go to that has build mode, as you can clearly see, 42 has been fully fertilised. Yes, the little strip over here I missed. However, that should have counted as what? Contract completed. There goes the train. Now it's not going to stop, so. But yeah, so that contract I done. Let's go to the contract section. Field 42. Fertilise field 42 with any type of fertilizer, liquid, solids, slurry, or manure. We've done that, but apparently, yeah. So I absolutely have no idea what's going on here, and my math when I said about doing the soybeans was way off by a factor of 2, because 27,000 litres with a sell price of £3,195 per 1,000 litres is at 65, and if we add 3,180 to that, that is £89,445 that we should have had additional by now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that money in quickly, and then I'll bring folks back around about 6 o'clock when we get this corrected. And with the power of editing, there we go, folks. So we're slightly under where we should be. Where we should be is £93,443. Well, we're on 409, so I'm not going to re-matter that much, £39. But yeah, so this soybean here, we're not going to sell that if it ever fixes itself. The contract we will cancel. So if that pops up again, we won't do that contract. Yeah, we'll do that contract. Again, we'll do these contracts off camera. So now we're on 93,000. I'll quickly test and see if this actually works. Yes, it's 50 horsepower difference. Yes, we are on 95, 100% worn by now. 100% worn by now. Well, I think we should be able to do it still. So yeah. If this was FS19, the horsepower difference, yeah, you may use a 1 mile an hour in terms of working speed. Working speed for this is 9 miles an hour. Also with FS19, when your vehicle was on like 100% worn, you lost, I think, like, a lot of horsepower now. I think on FS19, 50% worn was equivalent to losing half of your horsepower, so 100% worn was like using 4 times your horsepower. So if your tractor had 200 horsepower to start with, when it was 100%, as you can see, folks, okay, we're at 7. Let's back into cruise control. Can we hit 8? I think perhaps not because of the train now, but yeah, we're doing 7 miles an hour, folks. And this is a 9 mile an hour working. That's, you can see we're at 9 now, so this shows you wear does not have a factor, because we're at 100% wear, 50 less horsepower than what is required, and we're doing the maximum working speed. So yeah, if you ever want to know, does the wear matter? No, it doesn't. for a bit of realism, yes, but the prices are so ridiculous. I just wouldn't go near it. Let's say Giants fixes where the cost of repair is more reasonable to real life. There's no way you spend 40 grand a year maintaining this equipment, like one tractor. That does not make any financial sense whatsoever. So I was going to leave the worker doing that. Let's go back to the farm and let's go and put the rest of these grapevines in. So go to productions, orchards, grapes. So yeah, we've got a few rows. I initially did say we weren't going to do this field, but I think after thinking about it, it sort of makes sense in that to do here. So if we get as close as we can get. There we go. And if we go to get as close as we can. There we go. So yeah, we can do a few more grapevines, so I'm going to quick get this done, folks, and then I'll come back in a moment. There we go. Just put in the last vine down. Yes, the land has not been perfect, I admit. But, all things considering, actually not too bad of a job, so... To us, it was all good until about, I think, somewhere here where it got a bit all squifty. But yeah, look at all those grapevines. That's a lot of grapes, just for our first year. And with whatever money we make from contracts, we're just going to save that for the rest of the farm. Because also we need to buy the mulcher if it ever comes up in the used market. We need to release the harvester when it's ready. Or if we can buy it if it's on sale. Is it on sale now? No, it's not. So we've got those two are new, sugar beet harvester, and a tree planter. So yeah, not quite what we need, but how much is a mulcher? I think it's not that expensive. Surely not. A couple of grand. Yeah, 4,500. So if you had to buy that new, I do not mind buying it new. However, one not to buy new is Grape technology harvester. Yeah, $250,000. Not going to happen, folks. Unless we got all the cartridges, perhaps. There's still 12 more to find. But yeah, I don't think we'll... Yeah, cartridges, we ain't going to touch them until at least summer time. Perhaps we may get another cheeky cartridge way about. I won't go actively hunt for them like we did last time, but yeah. On that note, I think that is a very good way to end the episode here. So we've got grapes, we've got a second chicken pen, and have we already got eggs producing? Yes, we have got our first eggs over our second chicken pen, folks. So this is going to be really profitable for us. So yeah, that is going to be it for me today. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If so, smash that button. Feel free to comment down below. If you want to share some, please be my guest. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, then please consider. But, whatever you choose to do, hope everyone has a nice day. But for now, this is me from EnvoyXtreme, and I'll see you all very soon.